There's more like heads. I'm really just running for money. Love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. We go. Really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Just wait and then we'll find it. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef, one in the just wait, guys. It'll take a few seconds. Keep clean, never let them touch fits like temper tantrums, girl, come back there. Damn. Alright. And bring your girlfriends, girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Mom. Carter and Elliot are here. Carter and Elliot are here. They're walking on the road right next to us.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA.
Hello?
This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Come on, pick a play, pick a play. Alright.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
What?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Alright.
And no run back.
How long
here.
have you been playing Madden?
And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Alright. Pick a play, any play. Better pick a play and fast. What are you doing?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right.
Skirt. Oh, I thought that was going to be incomplete for a second.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Steelers are trash. How much you want to bet?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What was it about that
Well, that
touchdown?
certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one.
He
Take the
said
big
that was going to be a
shot right out of the
touchdown.
gate.
It doesn't
At
look
worst,
like it.
You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Just saying, I'm streaming. So you might not want to do that. I'm streaming in front of everybody.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
I'm broadcasting.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal.
I got one person watching my live
And
stream.
really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Amari Cooper from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting.
Did you hear Odell Beckham's
Great
going to
film
the
watching
Browns and
creating a
AB's
game
going to
plan to
the
start
Raiders?
this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense.
That's gonna screw. That's gonna screw the Steelers. Like AB is a god
to
of the
about the
Steelers.
19-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10.
How much Super Bowls the Cowboys got?
First carry
Oh,
for James Conner.
by the way, the
They'll
Steelers
push
got
forward
7.
for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is
The Steelers
possess
have
the ball
7.
for a little while. Get
Look
at
it
least
up.
2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket, and he's able to get up here to
but
the
they
26.
still have 7
They'll wind
Super
up with
Bowls.
positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a 1st.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the
Antonio
This is
Brown.
caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Le'Veon Bell's in free agents.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here. Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They go play action here on first down. Fighting ahead at the 15. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
He's a beast.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding with 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. Time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball, and as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right.
Why is he wide open?
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, twisting away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you get to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You call games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. On play action, Prescott. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Third and long for Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Boy.
Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Boy.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down, it's Prescott. And incomplete here on third down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
What?
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. He'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the sack and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
What I needed.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Toss play.
Yeah, boy.
Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah,
Steelers. A great play there.
Who's
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sean Davis with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
All right, I'll be right back.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 20.
Oh, I guess not. All right. I clicked resume.
4-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build.
Who's trash? Who's trash?
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Who's trash again?
A big play. Smith-Schuster on the
throw
for Big Ben. 46 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger.
No way.
Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, really? We got
First
more
possession of the
passing
third
yards and
quarter,
more
an
catches.
interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
That's a user
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Cooper was the target there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
To throw again is Roethlisberger.
That would have been a wide open touchdown.
We are seeing two
You're
really
lucky.
confident
Toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can
It picked
wake
a
up a
play
little bit.
by
Is there
itself.
any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now Ben on 3rd and long.
Wait, it was 3rd down,
Incomplete.
and it freaking
Misses
chose the
yet
play by
again,
itself.
and the struggles
That's-
here, they look
that
pretty
makes me mad.
uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
So by the defense.
Bust through the tackle. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. T.J. Watt not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's going deep for Brown.
Not too bad.
He's in.
Touchdown.
Steelers. Antonio Brown. 37 yards.
You haven't done anything since your first drive.
Boswell good with the extra point.
Goal.
And his guy.
Come on. Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks. Man.
Set now to kick this one away. In the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives. So
and now here's
let's go.
Interception.
That's 3 interceptions. That's 3 drives in a row.
Will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Who's trash? Who's trash?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time I'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would be easier. He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he finds McDonald. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Anything since
it's Steeler
the
football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
It's really sad. I think I need to teach you how to play.
They run with Connor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help. No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short. Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. Now they'll run it on the toss. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you want two. You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Another touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is the most easiest game we've ever played.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right. Throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine. I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 54 yards.
47.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game. Do you have him in fantasy football this week? Unfortunately, no. It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit.
he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you just you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree.
Oh my God, I walked down.
He goes down.
And then it went to the ball.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It said trying to reconnect me when I threw it, and then it didn't throw it.
Man open left side is Brown. And inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have...
Let on it, guys.